Hi, my name is Rachel Kelsch, and I'll be showing you my tech integration plan using an app I created in AppShed. So the first thing that we're going to consider is why should we even go mobile? I currently teach in Hampton Bays schools. Hampton Bays has a set of Windows devices for each department. They are a combination of Microsoft Surfaces and Asus tablets. These computers are very unreliable and don't meet the needs of our district. This tech integration plan that I have created demonstrates how Chromebooks are more beneficial to students and teachers. Students and teachers are already Google savvy, and Google offers more apps that teachers already integrate into their curriculum. So let's take a look at some of this technology. When schools are considering technology, the first thing that they're probably thinking about is security. Having students is a concern for safety. Okay? Safety would be found under the security button. Security button is going to take you to the Google Apps for Education Security Center. The Google Apps for Education Security Center goes through any concerns that an administrator would have when using Google Apps for Education in the classroom. After school has decided that the security will work for their school district, they must decide the handbook for use, how they're going to use them in the classroom, and what is expected of both the teachers and the students when they are using them. There's an example of a handbook for use in the app that I created. This handbook goes through all the concerns and all the questions that a student or teacher might have while using their Chromebook. This would prove to be a very good example to base Hampton Bays Chromebook student use policy on. It goes through insurance, training, return, and how to take care of your Chromebook. This will be crucial, especially for students that haven't had a laptop or a mobile device before. So you know exactly how to take care of it, and we can keep them for a very long time. Goes through screen care and how to use their Chromebook. The reason that this would be so helpful is that it could address any problems or concerns that parents might have and give them a basic framework of what to work with. So if they have any further questions, they can ask the teacher or an administrator at the school. The next thing that we're going to take a look at is the development program. Okay. The staff development program would try to assess curricular uses. This would include collaborating on projects via Google Drive and presentations, giving students direct feedback on work submitted via Google Drive. It would increase computer literacy in the classroom, increase organizations of assignment in Google Drive folders. This could be beneficial to both parents, students, and teachers. Students and teachers would also be able to keep up to date on assignments using Google Calendar and Google Keep, and teachers would be able to lesson plan on Google Calendar. The next step would be researching apps and extensions. Certain apps and extensions that would be beneficial for Hampton Bays School District are EasyBib, which would allow students to cite and reference materials easily using this add-on. The Template Gallery, which would be beneficial to teachers so they can use the templates to lesson plan, create calendars, track attendance, and report on student progress. Another app would be Quizlet. Students can create flashcards and play games to help them prepare for tests and quizzes. A lot of the teachers and students already use this, so having this app within the Chromebooks would be very beneficial. Lastly, video notes. This could be used for a teacher to create flipped classroom learning, which has been stressed more recently by our administration. It can also be used by students to create presentations and/or projects. The next step would be developing lessons that teachers would be able to use in class. I've included a couple of lessons that have been successful so far in my classroom, including flipped learning using the 1920s, where students are required to watch a video and then answer some questions. There's an additional video on the Renaissance. Teachers could also create a student calendar that shows student due dates and what is going on in class on that day. Students could have access to this calendar, and if they were absent or missed something in class that day, they can click on the calendar and assess the lesson for the day. One of the most important tasks that the administrators have is to continually assess progress from staff to know what they should do better, what is working well for them, and what challenges that they are going to face. So I've created a faculty survey to better serve the school district. This faculty survey could be taken intermittently throughout the process of rolling out these devices. The next part in the process would be staff development training. Staff development training would consist of creating a staff development calendar. On this calendar, you would put the important dates for workshops and dates that teachers can meet one-on-one with administrators to give them feedback on what is going on in their classroom. After that, we would train leaders in each department. Each of these lead teachers would be the go-to person in that department for all Google Chromebook related questions. These people would engage in content-specific training. So the socialized department would have training on specific social studies apps and extensions. The math department would do the same. Some of these apps that I highlighted earlier, such as EasyBib and the Template Gallery, would be used across the board. All this would be done to foster collaboration, project development, cross-curricular planning, department curriculum planning, and one-on-one training sessions. The last piece of the integration plan is assessment. There would be a Google Form survey that the teachers would take, again, to give feedback to the school on how the project is going for them. Also, at the end of the year, or at different faculty meetings throughout the quarter, it would be a great idea to facilitate a best practices workshop. Ideally, these would be the lead teachers from the staff development training that would come up and talk about the best practices that have worked for them within their own classroom. They would then teach teachers how they can adapt these practices into their classrooms. And that is my tech integration plan. I'm sorry I could not be there tonight. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, post in the Google Plus community. Thank you very much, and see you guys in a couple weeks. Bye.